Hang on. We're gonna have to do one of these. So sprint, we don't want that, we don't want that. Dream shield against the bosses. I don't think it's great against bosses. Hold on. So, oh yeah, let's check this out. What the heck is Vengeful Spirit? I guess I can't do anything because I don't have Spirit Soul. Transforms the Vengeful Spirit spell. We only have 3 spells and none of them are called Vengeful Spirit. I don't get that. Shade Soul. Descending Dart. And Howling Wraiths. Was this called Vengeful Spirit before it was called Shade Soul? Because like we got these 2 upgraded to dark version. There must be a dark version of Howling Wraiths. So we're missing that. Maybe this was called Vengeful Spirit before it was called Shade Soul. That might be the case. That would make sense. We want... Oh yeah, Charms. This is what we want. So here's my thinking. Lifeblood Heart and Joni's Blessing has been our go-to for boss fights and has done pretty well for us because it is kind of hard to heal during boss fights. However, if we're going to be fighting a bunch of bosses in a row, is it going to recharge these in between bosses? I doubt it will. Which means they're not even options. We cannot use these because I'm going to be taking damage. I know it. So we need quick focus, and I kind of wonder if we need Shape of Wound. Just because it is so hard to get moments to heal in boss fights. Spore Shroom, we'll be expecting to heal. Grub Song for more energy when we take hits. And Soul Catcher, so we get more energy from hitting the enemy. I think that's a good load up. We have reliable healing. Well, somewhat reliable. Alright, let's do it. Let's try one of these. Can we see what the enemies are? Oh wait, what? Pantheon of the Masters. Seek the gods of Nail and Shell. What? Can I... Sides? No. Wait, what is this? Okay, this is not what I was thinking. Nail, Shell, Charm, Soul. Pantheon of the Artist. Seek the god-inspired bindings. I don't get it. This one makes sense to me. So this one... There's a boss down there that we haven't done yet. We can go... Okay, this is locked. We can go down. What's down here? Oh, we can go talk to someone? Okay. Well, the color blue, that makes me think of the spot in the abyss that we haven't figured out. Oh. Whoa. Hall of Gods. We're missing a few things on here. Watcher Knight. I recognize a bunch of these. No Eyes and Watcher Knight. I don't remember those. Elder Who. Okay, there's a few of these I don't remember. I don't quite get it. Some of those are bosses, and I think some of those are not bosses. Oh, another bench. Oh, I know that guy. Oh, Dung Defender. Hang on. So, this is the mage guy, right? The mage guy with the sword. The mage guy. Dung Defender. The Nail Masters? Are those the 3 brothers? I don't know what that is. I remember that. Why do I remember that? What did... I don't remember what it was, but I remember it's like pinkish. I remember it being pinkish in color. I don't know this one. Are some of these things we haven't encountered? Oh, these are the... Oh, yeah. This is a warrior. I remember these guys. Okay. Some of these are warriors here. Okay. Warrior. Warrior, yeah. Presumably a warrior? I don't remember that one. Oh, inspect. Together we stand at a pantheon's peak. I hone my craft at a pantheon's peak. I await you at a pantheon's peak. What? This empty god stands at a pantheon's peak. Alright, so what is a pantheon's peak? I await the lighting of the lantern. Oh. Okay. Can't go through there. Can't go through there. Wow. Okay, so there's like a lot to do here. I served my queen inside her dreams. Don't remember who that is. Don't remember who that is. Maybe these are new enemies. Oh yeah, this guy. I remember him. He had an arena where he shot lasers at us. Oh, this is the God Tamer. Okay. The Collector? That's that Notch guy that I had a lot of trouble with. Notch, something. Oh, that's the something vessel. Empty vessel? Somewhat recognize that, but I can't remember. Oh, these are the guys that like bounce around, right? They like they spew a bunch of little dudes. They bounce around as well, maybe. The Mantis Lords. I want to do that fight again. That's the thing we just killed. What is that? Is that like the grass guys that rush? Oh, there was a giant one of him. Yeah. There's like a giant vengeful something. What they're called. Hey, that looks like Hornet. Is that Hornet? I think it is. That's the Pale Knight. Or not the Pale Knight. The Fake Knight? False Knight. That thing was like the first boss. Oh, I see. These things are in order of how we beat them. Ah, well. Okay, so we were supposed to find that before we found the Mantis Lords? Was that even possible? It's in the riverways. Maybe that was possible. Okay, let's do these things in order. Cool. Let's do it. Challenge. Slumbering God of Fertility, Grismother. Attuned, Ascended. What? Okay. Okay, I remember this. Shift stop. Oh, what was that? Oh, she used a normal attack. She used no attack and I still got hit. Oh. He has a lot more health than before, I think. Okay, we did it. I wake up from my slumber. I challenge it again for Ascended. Alright. Hey, this is cool. Get to... Oh, what? The floor is lava. Ow. Wait, what? Extra damage? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I lost. She, like, didn't even do anything. I was just standing right next to her and taking hits. Ascended. Okay, so the floor disappears. I wonder, is like every different boss have a custom arena, or are we gonna be playing in this arena a lot? Oh. Can you heal up? Oops, I jumped into the spikes. Wait, how did she start taking damage there? Oh yes, board. Forgot about that. Ow. Oh my gosh, I'm just standing here. This is bad. Heal. She's harder when she's not using that attack. Oh. No! Oh, that's so embarrassing. I just fell into the spikes. That's quite dumb of me. Oh no, this is the easiest boss and I'm messing up this. Oh no. I hope when I press right and dash, it goes right dash. Okay, we need to recover some energy. Ow. Oh, I didn't dash. I should dash. Oh my gosh. I am dying to these spikes. I'm dying to the Grizzmother as well, but... yeah, like that dash is a rough one for me to dodge. Oh no, he chose the right moment to attack. That Shape of Un is not helping me whatsoever on this fight because there's no space on the platform to move. Oh no. It's really simple, like just... oh. I thought he was gonna stop there. I miscounted, I guess. Oh no, jeez, that's such a mean attack. It's so simple to avoid, and I am awful at avoiding it. Shoot. I pressed dash. I swear I did press dash. You know what charm I want? I want a charm that says, you may dash immediately after having used your focus. That would be nice. Let's find a bench. I'm just really bad at this game. And what we're going to do is change our stuff. Okay. You are unaffected by spikes. Is there one of those? We'll use that in case that is for the shade. What is it called? Shade something? Because we're not going to be healing, so we'll be using spells. What the? Ah. I need to just dash out of the way. Oops. I need to just dash out of the way. Okay, yeah, it does do that. Did that even do anything? Alright, I tried dashing. Okay. Oh. Oh, I think that does good damage. That might actually do really good damage. Alright. So that's embarrassing that I lost to it so much. Can I just do the Ascend one and it counts for the Attuned as well? That'd be nice. This guy we just jump, right? He didn't have much of an attack. Oh, he summons guys. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, what? There's no platform there. I see. Hey, get back here. Oh my goodness, I can't hit you up there. His ascended version is going to be really annoying if I'm on tiny little platforms and can't reach him anyway. Get out. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay, that kind of works. Alright, ascended. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Nice. Oops. That was a bad miss on my part. I can just do this all day. Watch this. Where am I? I couldn't see myself. The screen was shaking. Okay. Oh. They got me. Attack! Come on. Oops. I got hit. Uh-oh. Okay, it doesn't work when I try to go for them. I need to just stand here and do my thing. Na. Oh, I just stood still. I didn't even jump. Okay, that's fine. We can do it. Try again. Nope, not that one. No. Cancel. Alright. Well, we're doing this one again, I guess. Because I messed up. Alright, scream at me. Maybe I can try... Oh. Didn't expect him to dive there. Yeah, okay, we can do it like that. So after hitting them, we can throw it in the direction that they're facing, that they're going. Blech. Wow, we're ascended, or attuned again. Let's do ascended. Oh yeah, we don't have any. I should have thrown it there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hey, the little guys deal 2 damage to me? Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Right. Oh. The shaking screen's actually a little bit annoying. Oh, what? That angle. Yeah. Hey, I hit him. Okay, we're not gonna win this one. The shaking screen is really getting to me. I guess that's part of it, right? I'm going to try a different one for the time being, just because my eyes are kind of not liking that shaking screen. We'll try Ascended first, just to see if that lets us skip a tune by beating it, because that's how confident I am that I'm going to beat it. I'm so confident that I'm just going to throw away some life to start with. Oh, you got me. Oops. Wait, what? No. Hey, that's not really fair. Oh. Oops. Who's making a sound? There's some guy like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, this is great that they've like... Obviously, I guess they've buffed the health on these guys by a bunch. Otherwise, we'd be beating them no problem. Oh wait, I can use this. Oh, I didn't hold down. That was my fault. Ooh. You got him. Dude, I think this spell thing is amazing. Pretty sure we're doing tons of damage with it. Okay, does that count for... Oh, it doesn't count. Oh, there's another one. Radiant. Well, that doesn't bode well for me. Wait, what? Oh, hang on. I was doing the easier one anyway. We're doing fine here. Somehow I'm doing better than I did in the flat one. Ow. Okay. That was substantially easier for some reason, even though the terrain was harder. I guess the difference is my comfort with the fight. Let's try Radiant. This is going to get tough. There are going to be some really tough boss fights. Wait a second. Yeah, no, this is a flat arena as well. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I have a single life. Is that actually what that is? I have a single life? I'll be right back, excuse me. I was doing quite well then if I hadn't gotten hit until then. If I only have a single life, there's no point in picking the stuff that gives me a lot more life. Wow, that makes it super interesting then. You need to get through this stuff without taking any damage. How am I going to do that on those flying guys? We want the Shaman Stone for damage. Spell Twister for more spells. Soul Catcher for... no, too much. We're not going to use the Grub Song. Wait, we're always on full health. Grubberfly's elegy becomes a lot more useful there. Quick slash Grubberflies. Maybe. I feel I want to go with like high alpha damage attacks, things that hit hard rather than things that attack quickly, that hit quickly. Quick slash is nice if you get a moment to like sing, hit them a whole bunch of times, especially with Grubberfly's elegy. But that's not really the case in these boss fights. You're trying to dodge and move around and stuff. Spore Shroom's not going to be any good. We need a one. Well, yeah, Master's Glory. Maybe if I was good with that, with charging attacks, then see that sort of thing exactly. Using the nail arts is absolutely what you want to be doing in the boss fights. I don't feel comfortable holding buttons down while moving. No real reason for that. It's not like I'm using that index finger for anything else, but for some reason just holding the button down while moving around makes me feel weird. Allows the bear to charge. So now we could do that for more soul. Steady body. Maybe we use that. Defender's Crest, just for the small amount of damage that we get out of it. I kind of feel... Oh, Sprint Master. What am I saying? Of course we're using Sprint Master here. Actually, we should have been using it all along. Hang on. We do the Grubber... No, we're not doing the Grubberfly, right? Yeah, I want to do this guy. This is pretty satisfying that we're, like, doing well against him. Good start. That was a good start. It's pretty satisfying that we're doing well against him, though, in general. Because he was actually one of the harder bosses for me in this, like, in the story, I guess? In the intro to the game? I don't know. When I first started. What is wrong with me? It's so easy to dodge that. Okay, I'm going to start this one, and I'm not going to talk. And I bet I'll do much better. Watch this. Oh no, I was a little bit stuck there. I should have, instead of throwing more spells at him, I should have just gone to the right. Okay. We can do this. I mean, the first time we were doing it went really well. I feel like we were close to beating him. Oh, that was close. Thank you for doing that, bud. Got me in the much safer position. Oh, I didn't go where I wanted. Wow, he's like working on our side by using that when we're in a bad spot. Or anything else. Oh no! I dashed into it! I should have waited to see where he was going. I just figured he was going to leap at where I was. We got this fight, no problem. No problem at all. Oh, shoot. I somehow didn't prepare for him to move right, which he clearly was about to do. Also, I think I should probably be spamming a lot more spells. Because they only cost... Well, they cost less. I don't know how much less. I've never bothered to investigate that. Oh, wow. Oof, that's a mean combo. Ow, that's a mean combo too, actually. Backing me into a corner like that. That's a mean combo to like use the big barrage, so you have to be above him, and then immediately follow it up with a jump so that he could maybe hit you out of the air. Pretty rough. Bad spot here. No, I tried dashing through and I wasn't close enough to him. Too bad. Yeah, this is interesting. So this video is just turned into me dying to bosses. I understand now why people were talking about the bosses being hard. I'll be honest, like, yeah, I struggled with bosses throughout the game, but I was kind of wondering why they weren't that tough. Like, it was more that I was struggling just like because I was figuring them out and maybe messing up a lot. But, you know, objectively looking at them, they're not that tough. So this one hit deal. Oh, one hit deal and I dashed in the wrong direction. One hit deal definitely explains people talking about its difficulty. It's cool. I like it because it promotes not doing exactly the thing that I was doing, which is using Joni's blessing and whatever that other thing was. So I like that it pushes me out of that playstyle that I think is probably a pretty cheesy playstyle. Oh no, oh no, I didn't see that one was coming for me. Oops. I stood still in the corner with only one way I could move, and I didn't take it. Ah, I did it again. I did the exact same thing again. Amazing. It's okay to fail as long as we learn from our failures. How many times is it okay to fail before you say, alright, this guy's not learning? Oh, that was close. I certainly deserve to be hit there. Oh, frick. Ay, 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 ay. There's a little bit of a delay when you cast a spell. Oof. I almost dashed right into him. I don't feel safe using my spells, to be honest. So far, it's been a little bit... Dang it! Dang it. I was worried about the scythe there. Hang on, let's just for a change of pace, let's try this guy. I know I had a tough time with his ascended version, but... Waiting for his... Oh. Waiting for his other thing. Oh no! I jumped. I did foresee that. Do you get anything for completing the Radiant version? I guess we'll find out very soon. Watch this. At least I'm not falling into the spikes anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And of course, that's why I would fall, when I would fall into the spikes, is 5-ish seconds after saying that. Jeez, can you imagine, like... Oh! Can you imagine not moving against a boss? Can you imagine, like, what some of the other Radiants look like? Where's some bosses? Like the Soul Tyrant guy. Oh my goodness. That's the frustrating thing. Like, and that's right. They did that well. by making the arena so tight like that, it really, I mean, it doesn't matter what boss you throw in there, I guess. It just becomes extremely difficult. How did I not get hit there? What? I dashed. I feel that one was actually not on me because I dashed. I'm supposed to be invincible when I dash. Holy crap, can you imagine doing this without the invincibility? I'm sure they... Oh! I'm sure they, made sure that was a requirement before you could get in here. No, because it was all it took was a simple key to get in here. In the dream nail, I guess. Ah, frick. Dang it. The failing animation's gotten shorter. That's funny. Ah. No. Oh no. Can I bounce? Maybe I can bounce on him for good damage. Bounce on the bouncing guy. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm like, jump, hit him once, return to platform. Jump, hit him once, return to platform. Obviously I'm not going to bounce on him while he's doing this, but... Actually, I don't know if I have it. Oh! It's painful. It's painful, man. I'm starting to feel it when I fall into the spikes. It's like pinpricks in my feet. Or my face, depending on whether Gruz has hit me. Okay. Waiting for it. There we go. Use my spells. Oh my gosh. I got lucky that he didn't hit me there. What? What happened there? Maybe I brain farted. I was busy saying I got lucky he didn't hit me and I just didn't remove my finger from the mouse, from the key. Oh, he didn't start off with dashes though. Oh. 3 times in a row. He used his trump card, which is he dashed at me in a straight line. Oh. We're not really using the spells, are we? What did I pick? I picked Sprint Master. Not super helpful on this one. Yeah, we'll stick with what we have, though. Actually, you could say that Sprint Master actively hurt me when I ran off the edge there. Oh, I jumped into it. Might be time for me to try another boss. I'm feeling a little bit defeated by Gruz, the supposedly easiest boss in the game. Oh no, that one shot from above. Oh. I feel we've done a lot of damage to them by that point. I wonder if their health is actually boosted at all compared to Ascended, or if it's the same and it's just our health being reduced. I feel it's probably just our health being reduced. I doubt they would... Ah, I tried dashing through them and I didn't dash through them. I feel that they wouldn't also increase his health. I could be wrong. I mean, they're not making it meant to be like... Oh my gosh. They're not balancing this game around people who just walk into clearly what is the word for that? I'm coming up with choreographed, but choreographed is not the word I'm looking for. Like communicated? What's the word? Boss moves. Oh, I went way too early. I knew that's what he was doing next. I had a feeling. I could sense it. And I got excited and I jumped above him before he actually used the move. Getting risky, man. Oof, that was really close. I was a little bit stuck there. I could have dashed right and been okay. But that was kind of a tough spot. Sometimes there's only one good move and you have to take it. Otherwise, you lose. Wow. Let's keep doing that, please. Oof. No, 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 no. All I had to do was walk right. I pressed dash. I was actually in a really good spot there. Wow, this is harder than the Coliseum of Fools. I thought the Coliseum of Fools would be like the hardest thing in the game. And I'm just like, just losing my mind, man. I'm walking into things that I shouldn't be. Hey, why does this guy have 2 medals here? This guy has 2 medals too. What does this say? Attuned and Ascended, same as the others. Oh, that was that situation where I'm in the corner again. Okay, we're gonna try again. If we don't succeed, I might actually go back to the regular game. I love the boss fights, but I'm clearly starting to lose focus a little bit. So I'm actually gonna go back. I can't deal with that screaming, the shouting, shrieking, flying guy. Let's actually check out what was here. I think. Actually, hang on. What happens if we go here? Okay, nothing. Got anything to say? Our mind a sea. Huh. Okay, let's check out what's in here. So, all right, nail. What? Nail, shell, charm, soul. Begin. Okay, wow, that's bright. I don't get... Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing here. Oh, it's a cinematic. Wretch, thou hast ordained thine own destruction. Do I push button? Oh. Through sacred combat, are we attuned to Through sacred combat are we attuned to this kingdom's greatest beings. By entering this gate, thou hast challenged the very gods of this kingdom. Dost thou consider thyself the equal of this pantheon, of its masters? Draw thy weapon then, fool of fools, and be damned for thy arrogance. Oh my gosh, this thing again. I just said I couldn't put up with this thing screaming and they raised me up against it. Oh, what the heck is with my health? What? What? Ow. Oh, that's not my stuff. Wait, I'm down to 2 health. Alright, we're just gonna keep waiting here, playing it safe. Oh, I didn't. Can I heal? Yes, I can. Okay, so it's just restrictions. I don't know what's up. Is it? Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. All right. No charms, no nail, no upgraded nail, I should say. Reduced healing, not as much health. That's what the chains were for. Got it. It's just to represent that we're making it harder on ourselves. This is not really that tough a fight. I don't know how I'm going to do it on Radiant though. There's going to be 2 of them, and I have to not get hit whatsoever. Oof, that's rough. I don't know if that's possible. Is there a way like turn off screen shake? Just for this fight. It may very well be that that's an intended... Oh. May very well be that that's an intended thing. That this boss just shakes your screen like crazy, but... I don't like it. I don't like it. Kinda hurts my eyes a little bit. Could be that I just haven't drank enough water though. Oh, I got a little bit greedy. Impatient is another word for that. I'm not a fan of this fight. If I'm being perfectly honest. Hey, he didn't summon any guys. That's weird. Da-di-da-di-da. He's gonna take forever. Like, we're not using any... You know, like, there's no new skills being introduced here. I'm just... following along. Oops, I missed. What will happen first? Will this guy perish or will I fall asleep? We got him. He perished. Good. Okay. Okay, alright. I see what's happening here. It is a gauntlet, just without my stuff. Which is fair enough, to be honest. Like, we just have to beat up the regular old bosses without using, like, Joni's Blessing, whatever. I will say, fighting the Radiant version of this has made me a lot better at the regular version. Look at this. I'm a pro at it now. Oops. Until I dashed into it. Again. No, 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 no. I'm not dying here. Heal. Yeah, we got it. Whew. I got close to dying on that one. Doesn't fully heal me. This guy, he has a big smash, right? Wow, he has a, oh my gosh, that's a tiny smash. Is this like what his regular version was like? Regular form? Oh my goodness. So the dream version was way souped up. Because this guy is super slow. Oh my goodness. Alright. Hey, you know what? I can do this gauntlet. Wow. Gonna call some rocks from the ceiling. That was it. We're doing it. Wait, what was that? The ground shook. That's so funny. I didn't even realize in the dream fight that they had made the wave smaller. Like, look at that. I didn't even realize that they sped up his animation, to be honest. Now I wonder, like, maybe Steel Soul, that's the hardcore version? Maybe Steel Soul isn't that tough. Like, once you've gone through and done all these, you kind of become, like, at least once you've done all the Radiant fights, you become a little bit of a, kind of a master of that game. I don't remember what this guy does. Is this it? Okay. Oh no, that's not it. He does other stuff too. Okay. Ow. I thought he was gonna leap over me there. Oh, again, I thought he was going to go over me there. Oops. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Look at him. I pushed S instead of X. That's fine, we have healing. Did he always go from the same side in the original fight as well? I don't think we fought him for this long, so I guess I didn't really notice. Got him. Oh man, if we fail this gauntlet and have to redo these sites, I'm actually gonna be a little bit not into that. Oh, we have our double jump. I didn't think of that. Oops. Hey. I don't remember what she does. Okay. Oop, I can turn. Hey, you just used that. Close. Here we go, I'm gonna use this. Watch this. Oh wait, no, is that what we don't have? Oh, we have it. I don't know if it does much more damage. It must, otherwise they wouldn't introduce it. Ooh. Get back here. Double jump is kind of like cheating. Oops. Oh, he got me. Oh, I just got silly there. There's no need for me to do this. To get hit like that. I don't think I've ever seen her do it from the ground floor. Got her. Oh? Ah, okay, so hot springs. And we can rest. Cool. Was that a checkpoint? Oh. This guy's... Oh, shoot. Did they slow them all down? I remember having difficulty healing during some of these fights. Like, find the time to heal. Maybe I've just gotten better at recognizing when I can. Oh, I got hit. Oh, I walked into it. Uh-oh. That's not good. Want to heal. Oops. Oh yeah, Dung Defender. Okay. I remember getting hit a lot by this guy. I love it. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he hit me. Uh-oh. Okay, having the dash is so nice. I don't know if I had a dash when I first found him. Oh no! What's he gonna do? Oh, I dashed that one. Uh-oh. I don't know where I am. Oh no, we lost it. Do we get to go back to our checkpoint? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, we can do it without any of the bindings? Wait, seriously? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up what... Like, is it like if you do it with all the bindings, then you are considered to have actually done? I mean, obviously, internet clout, that would be the case. But I don't think I'm getting internet clout with my performance so far. So, as far as completion's concerned, you know... Do I need it? We're going to go out... What were we doing? We were hunting down stuff for our journal. Let's continue doing that. This is very interesting. I'm very glad we happened across that. Absolutely wasn't expecting it, but it makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's kind of a pain to get there, though. Look at that. You have to drop down from the City of Tears. Go to the right. Go to the waterways. Well, let's put our dream gate here. There we go. We have to get back up top. Yeah, that's definitely cool. I'm just... I think right now I am not... To be honest, I'm a little bit tuckered out by that. Like my head's hurting a bit. So I might have to stop playing in a moment here. I've also been playing for a while. Let's see, where do we go from here? Oh. Where are we actually going? We're going right. Oh, this thing. Blue Kermit. La, 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 la. Mother, little sisters, grow, grow, grow. And my mother... Mother's glow, so angry, so angry. Oh my goodness, I don't have my Wanderer's Compass. I don't know where I am. That's so funny. This must be it. Up, up, up. Where the heck am I? Oh my goodness. This... Wait. This is the blacksmith here, right? How did I get up here? don't know how that worked out. How did I get there? So that was a blacksmith spot. We have a bench up there and the city storeroom, dude. Station. I don't got time for your shit. Let's go up. Actually, let's check this out. One shot. Yeah. There's still a bunch remaining. Yeah, we'll have to try it on some big guys. Oh. Take that. You too. Oh. You too. Oh, wow. That dude got hit by like a single one of those lamprey things and he died. I think it was a single one. Maybe they were stacked or something. We want to go up, right? I can't tell where I am, but I recognize the spot for sure.